Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here, with your day one outlook for both fire weather and severe weather. We're going to start off with the fire weather outlook first, okay? We have an elevated fire weather here today covering parts of central Florida for the elevated fire weather risk today. And so in synopsis, a mid-upper level Pacific low will move onshore the Baja Peninsula and transition to an eastward projecting shortwave. Downstream, a robust westerly 50 to 70 knot jet will emerge across central Texas, extending into the southeast this afternoon. Ample Pacific moisture transport will encourage widespread wetting rains and a reduced fire weather threat across much of the central and southern high plains. Broad upper troughing will become established over the northeast, anchored by a persistent closed upper-level low over southern Ontario. In the southeast, a weak southward propagating weak cold front is expected to stall over southern Georgia and northern Florida, increasing precipitation chances to where extensive drought and receptive fuels remain. Conversely, high pressure ahead of this front will promote a warm, dry air mass over central Florida, where fire weather concerns re-emerge amid a very dry fuelscape. Central Florida. Surface high pressure will maintain warm and dry conditions for much of the Florida Peninsula this afternoon, ahead of a slow-moving, quasi-stationary cold front across the Gulf Coast and northern Florida. A few thunderstorms are possible along this boundary, mainly along and north of the Interstate 10 corridor. Lightning ignitions are possible in areas that do not see sufficient rainfall, and resultant gusty erratic outflow winds from thunderstorms could further exacerbate any new and ongoing fires. South of the front, an elevated fire weather threat exists where westerly winds of up to 10 miles per hour will partially overlap the region of 25 to 35% relative humidity amid drought-stressed fuels. So, that's your day one fire weather outlook. Stay safe and vigilant in these areas today, in the elevated today. If I were you, I would gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, toiletries, medical supplies, a flashlight, a cell phone, phone chargers, extra batteries, and a battery-powered radio in the event that you need to evacuate on a moment's notice, because fire can start and spread quickly. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas today. Because one little spark is all it takes for a fire to start and spread quickly. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground. Even if they're not lit, because one, that's littering. Two, one little spark is all it takes for a fire to start and spread quickly. And make sure your cigarette is fully out before you throw it away. So, stay safe and vigilant in the elevated fire weather series today. Now I'm going to move on to the severe weather portion of the outlook. So, this is the day one severe weather outlook now. So, there are two marginal risk areas for severe weather today. One covering parts of Texas, and another covering southern Louisiana and the very far extreme southwestern tip of Mississippi. Cities in today's marginals include San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Metairie, Louisiana. Going to the tornado threat for today. There is no tornado threat for today. So that's good news. Going to the wind. There are two areas where we have a 5% chance of damage and wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today. One covering parts of south central Texas, and another covering southern Louisiana and the far extreme southwestern tip of Mississippi. The 5% wind risk areas for today include San Antonio, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Metairie, Louisiana, and Lafayette, Louisiana. And now for the hail threat for today. There are two areas where we have a 5% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger today. One covering parts of Texas, and another covering southern Louisiana and a tiny bit of southern Mississippi, just a tiny bit. The 5% hail risk areas today include San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Metairie, Louisiana. So, yeah. In summary, thunderstorms with isolated large hail and gusty winds will be possible, mainly this evening and tonight across parts of southwest and central Texas, towards the middle Texas coast, and this afternoon across coastal and southern Louisiana. So, that's your day 1 severe weather outlook. Stay safe in effect areas today. Even though they're just marginals, because, sometimes marginals can produce some pretty strong storms, and you don't know what the heck marginals can pull off sometimes. So, I will not have my day 2 severe weather outlook today. Because I have class from 1:30 to 4 p.m. Alright? I have class from 1:30 to 4 p.m. today. So I'm leaving for school at 11:30 a.m. and not getting home until 5 p.m. So I will not have time to do the day 2 outlook video. I'm gonna see if SPC Convective Outlook can fill in for me for the day 2 severe weather outlook. So, meanwhile, stay safe and effective today, and I will see you when I see you. Take care.